Hey guys, Professor Bill of Comic Book University and Astonishing X-Men issue number 14. Great issue. Fantastic issue. Let's get into it. So, writer Matthew Rosenberg, penciler Greg Land, inkler Jay Leiston, color artist Frank D'Armata, and letterer VC's Clayton Cowles. All right, and the art team is actually the guys who are also doing the cover here. It's an absolutely gorgeous cover. I love this. All right, so right now the team of the Astonishing X-Men is Havoc, Beast, Warpath, inadvertently, and Banshee. Well, they decided to go and pick up Colossus and try and get him to join the team. He readily accepts because he's just like, yeah, I'll be on a team, dude. I just don't want to be around freaking Kitty. It's like, oh, we have absolutely nothing to do with Kitty. He's like, oh, I absolutely am going to be on this team. So, and it's Colossus with the beard again. Oh, please let Colossus keep the beard. I know it's weird, but when it's drawn scraggly like this, like mine, I loved it. I love it. So they figure out that's what do you call it? Beast is the X-Men who stays back at home. He got fired from the university gig he had, but he's still got plenty of his own bases. Maybe he took one of the Dark Beast's bases. Anyway, so he's sitting there looking in the heads of one of these Reavers. Well, the head that was ripped off by Warpath when he saved Beast's life. So he's like, oh wow, so I'm number 1 on this list, and you're like, number 37 or something like that. And Havoc's like, what, 37? I don't remember exactly what number it is, 35 or something like that, 36. So he's like, wait a second, how are that many X-Men in between me? I can't even name that many X-Men. Who the heck is number 35? Who's the one right before me? He's like, Helion. Who the F is Helion? Yeah, you had me, dude. You had me. That was great. That was great. So, the voices in this comic, man, are absolutely perfect. They're absolutely perfect. Like, every single one of these characters. This comic takes me back to, like, back in the 90s when the X-Men were perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's what this comic book does for me. Rosenberg's doing a great job. And make no mistake, dude, the artists in here, it's Greg Land. And you got all these other guys. They're just amazing on here. And to have somebody like D'Armata on this is probably perfect also, because with Dazzler, you know what I'm saying? You got to be really careful with how you're doing Dazzler's powers, Too much inks can kill you. Too little colors can kill you, and it just doesn't look right anymore. Anyway, what's interesting is that they say, listen, do you want to know who's number 2 on the list? Because that's who the Reavers are going after. Like, all right, fine, who is it? So they go up on a road trip, and there's Allison Blair, frickin' Dazzler. So they're like, oh, man, what? You guys are here? Hey, you want me to join a team? Sure. That was like literally the only problem I had with the team, with this issue, was that she really wanted to join the team. She agreed to be on the team before they even asked her to be on the team, which is odd because in the Dazzler one shot, she didn't want to be on the team. So what's up with that? Anyway, they're like, yeah, we're not actually here for you. We're here for the stage crewman over there. It's Forge. Like, hold on. You're here to take Forge away from me so he can't go on tour with me anymore? But you're not willing to have me? Oh, yeah. Good luck with your sausage fest. I can't believe I just read that in an X-Men comic. So Forge is like, yeah, I have no interest in joining you. But Allison does. So she saved their lives, and yeah, now we've got a nice little team here. So unfortunately, so we're going to add Dazzler on there, but we're not adding Forge, which is fine. Forge is not really one of those guys who likes to join up with the teams and whatnot. I don't even care about that for the most part, but they still have to kind of save him. Anyway, at the end, they get themselves in a little bit of trouble. Oh, it's a pretty cool battle, but they want to get themselves in a little bit of trouble. What they did was, oh, I know what they did. They read the book, and you will too. If you did, by all means, feel free to discuss below. Let's have ourselves a conversation, you know what I'm saying? But if you didn't read the book, why are you looking at this review, dude? It's a good book. Go get it. Anyway, guys, I'm loving this right now. Rosenberg needs to stay on this book. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love the voices that he has in his head of these characters, because it's the same voices that are in my head, all right? All of them sound the way that they're supposed to sound, except for Banshee, who just goes, ee, and that's really it. He went, at one point. He got shot. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.